on a woman's wedding day.
Yeah.
I think it was like an ex or something, but she says on the morning of her wedding day, she texted her ex and said goodbye.
Yeah. wait. Run that again. Because I've seen like certain situations where the man, not even this situation where a man's cheated and the girl say get out of the house and I'm thinking, hold on, but this is my yard. Like, you could have left this yard long time ago. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know, you say you patterned the house a certain way in it because they say the girl make the home and whatnot. Cool. When I saw 1100 in CSA, I'm saying, what type of job is this brother doing that I'm not doing, that he's getting charged 1100 in CSA? Do you know what?
But we should give thanks though, because in UK it's alright. Because if you're in America now, you'd be getting put in jail for that. for not keeping up with them payments.
Big facts.
She's not stopping you from seeing your kid. Take her to court.
No, that's big facts.
No, 100%. No, it's true, because some man don't make the effort to actually go through the procedures to go through. Oh, but I do know some man be like, you know, forget it. When they're 16, they can come to me.
Do you think that every man should do mandatory DNA testing?
Every man? I can't say every man, no. It depends on your scenario, innit? Yeah. If you feel that you need to, then you do it. Sometimes you don't need, sometimes you don't need to. And sometimes people think they don't need to, but they do.
See, so that's what I'm saying. Yes, and we're back. It is your host, Tells, and you're locked into Straight Out the Box podcast, the podcast where we talk about everything and anything, no stones unturned. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're new to this podcast, big up yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and share. And also just leave a comment, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Let our brother know how he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you want me to talk about anything, just throw the message in the comment section, and then man, we'll get right to it. Do you know what I'm saying? And for those of you that's been rocking with me for a little while, big up yourself each and every time. It's nothing but love and respect. I appreciate each and every one of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because without each of you, do you know what I'm saying, the podcast ain't flowing. You know what I mean? So big up each and every one of yourselves. And I can't obviously start the pod without bigging up AME Hire. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in podcasting, or you need a spot where you can do like your photo shoots or anything for your video production, or hire any camera equipment or anything like that, then make sure you hit up AME Hire on the Instagram. The link to the website will be in the description box. So just forward there, and you know, you can continue to do your research and hit them up if you have any questions. Do you know what I'm saying? So big up AME Hire. Now, obviously, we've got a special guest in the building. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a familiar face in the building. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. My brother, do you know what I'm saying? Some of you may have seen him in last year's episode, an epic episode. Do you know what I'm saying? Go check that out. It's titled Are Men Insecure, I believe. Do you know what I'm saying? But for those of you who don't know, I'm going to get him to introduce himself, let the people them know where he's from again, and also his social media handle, just in case, you know, any of you lot want to shout him out. So, broski, let them know, man.
Don't know, Tells, bless for inviting me back on the pod. Come on.
Love,
man.
If
you don't, anyone, it's Flash, GME, I run Truth and Bantz podcast.
Yep.
YouTube, Instagram, also runs clothing line, Forward Clothing.
Yeah.
And do little music, little hobby. So, yeah, man.
Well, what's the social media handle?
At Truth and Bantz podcast, and at Forward Clothing.
Yeah. So make sure you go forward to the podcast, because Truth and Bantz UK is big stuff going over there. Actually, furthermore, I actually like the last episode you did.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? People make sure. Do you know what? I'll even add it to the I'll throw the link in the description box so they can go check it out. Do you know what I'm saying? And Forward Clothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Just let them know the website real quick.
www.forward-clothing.com. You get me? A little motivational brand. You get me? Keep everyone motivated and in line with moving forward, because I know everyone's trying to move forward in life now. You get me? So, that's it. Yeah, man.
Obviously, I wouldn't be me without talking about how the day went today. Do you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, I know the public can see there's a space right here Do you know what I'm saying? I have to blow her up because it wouldn't be me if I didn't blow her up. We was meant to have an actual third guest on this show.
Yeah, we was.
But unfortunately, that person was a no-show. I tried calling them a couple of times. They didn't answer the phone. Now, obviously, we moved. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we got, look, moving forward close. And you see the plug there. Yeah. But do you know what? Obviously, it would have been... a good show if, you know, homegirl decided to turn up, but she didn't. Obviously, we'll address that later on. Do you know what I'm saying? But people, obviously, I want to just take this moment to actually take the time to respect people's timing as well, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's got a business and everybody's got something that they want to move forward. So please, not even just for the podcast, just in life. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna commit to something, commit to it, and if you can't, it's okay. Just let the people know that it's something you can't commit to, and then we move from there. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah.
But
what, did she not tell you that she weren't committing to it?
Well, this is the thing though, because my thing is, when I last spoke to her, not even spoke, messaged yesterday, she was telling me a whole bunch of stuff about, you know, like, do you know what, a point where she thought that she wasn't going to come, but then she's decided now, do you know what, she has to push through it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because she's given her word. Yeah.
So this is it. And now, come to the time to record the podcast. Now it's just like, what, half an hour? What, 45? And I've rung twice, you know. Listen, do you know what I'm saying?
She got cold feet.
And do you know what? This is my thing though.
And she feels bad because she's already told you that she's gonna come. So now she's just ignoring your phone call because she...
You know what I'm saying?
She feels under pressure. Call, you know? She feels under pressure now.
Yeah.
Explaining to you that, after you spoke yesterday.
But then all I'm saying, that's why it's like, I'm glad you're here, do you know what I'm saying? Because now man's in happy spirits, you know what I'm saying? Man's cool. But I'm just saying, like, obviously everybody, like, just respect people's time, innit?
No, definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
I've got my podcast as well, so I know how you feeling.
You know how this thing goes. It's sometimes it's jarring because I'm fortunate enough to have you here. But bro, if it was just me and her, I wouldn't even have a show.
Yeah, it would have been a wasted show. And obviously, if you put down your deposit and that's money out of your pocket.
And do you know what the funniest thing is? And this is the misconception that a lot of people think, like, oh yeah, do you know what, you're sitting here, you're having your conversations. Yeah, I'm having our conversations, whether it's a deep-rooted or whatever the conversation, but there's money going into this. Like,
100%,
people just seem to forget I'm just inviting you to my yard and just think, oh, it's nothing. Like, no, there's actually bread being put up here, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But do you know what, we move bigger up, do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully whenever I get a chance to speak to you, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously I'll hear you out, do you know what I'm saying? And we'll see what happens going forward.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing, hopefully, hope she's good.
Yeah, man, I hope you're good.
Nothing's wrong with her because she could be in hospital right now. That's why she ain't picked up the... She could be in a car crash right now. So let's touch wood and I hope that she ain't in no car crash. And that she's just ignoring your phone call because she feels bad.
Hey, I hope that is, so listen, peace be with you. Do you know what I'm saying? But bigger up. I'm not going to say her name, but bigger up though. But do you know what? Actually, whilst I have you here, I want to shout out Freestyle Podcast, or is it Freestyle the Pod? There was a segment that I caught on the TL whereby shout out to the two brothers and the young queen that's on the show, that are the host of the podcast. They was having a conversation surrounding inviting somebody who they've had history with to their wedding.
Okay.
So I wanted to get your opinion on that, but do you know what? Before, because I don't want to not be factual about what I'm saying, so I'm going to show you a video, and obviously whilst you're watching the video, I'll explain to the public like what actually it is, and I want to get your take on it. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? Because to me it was mad, but before like I even say my piece, obviously I genuinely want to know what your thoughts are, and if this is something that you would condone or you would even think of doing.
Well, to be honest, I had my best friend at my wedding that I had slept with in the past, so I don't know how
Sorry, wait, what? So on your wedding day, you had your best friend while your husband...
I've been judged for this my whole life. My whole adult life.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think you've been judged enough.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm being serious. That's
we never
crazy.
did anything like for years.
What's your opinion on that?
What's my opinion on that?
Do you think it's mad that she had, because she said it was a long time ago, big her up, but yeah, she said it was a long time ago, but she still invited him to the wedding. Do you think that's cool? Do you think that's...
Do I think it's cool? It's two ways. Do you
think she should be judged?
I think there's more than one way to look at it. Yeah, but yeah, there's an angle you can look at it. Yeah, where she can. Yeah, definitely you can judge her as someone. It's a friend, but obviously there's chemistry there, innit? So if there's past chemistry, there's possibility that there could be chemistry in the future. That's always a possibility. Like we can't just write that off as that they can never it can never happen again because they've been there before. Once you've been there before, it's a possibility that they can go there again. So if people wanna but then so now if you're the husband and you found out that your wife's best friend, they had history and she's invited them to the wedding, is that, if you found out before the wedding, is the wedding still running? Well, it depends, because if that's her best friend, I would assume that the husband might know about this best friend anyway. Yeah. If that is your best friend. Yeah. Your husband should know about the best friend and your relationship. Really, if that is your best friend and it's really your best friend like it is, your husband should know him. True. If it's your best friend and it's your dog, like you're saying, it's your best friend like that, a best friend. Best friend is not like your friend, she's saying it's her best friend. Right. If that's who your partner you get married to, I personally think, your partner should have met your best friend, no? And if he hasn't met your best friend, that's a red flag. Yeah. That's a red flag. Do you know what? And then once he's met her, then it's whether how he feels about the energy. What if that history hasn't been shown to you yet? Well, if that. Morning of her wedding day, she texted her ex and said goodbye. Yeah. wait. Run that again. On the morning of her wedding day, her ex, she messaged her ex saying goodbye. No. And then I think a month or something later, the husband found the text and he just left her. He divorced. No, do you know what? No. She was saying, you're getting mad. What? It was an innocent text. I was just saying bye. But he was like, are you crazy? No. Relationship done. Relationship over. There ain't no coming back from. What do you mean goodbye? So you're trying to tell me you was clarting until the day? I don't know. Maybe she might not have been clarting, but obviously so there's still feelings. Now? There's still feelings there, isn't it? So, but if this is the official goodbye, maybe. But my thing is, so for me, I can understand how the husband will feel in it. So I can understand his actions. So no, okay. Do you know what? I'm gonna come back to that second one you just said. But the first one, I think. Do you know what it is? Okay, say before I answer it, does timing matter? So she said it happened however many years ago. Does that matter in terms of the relation? I would say I think time does have it does matter because last week or 5 years ago is a big difference. So you say last week is over 5 years, it can still run. And 5 years ago, a month ago in the year. So time is a factor in it. I would say 100%. We can't. Now, do you know what? I ain't gonna lie. A person that's been on many sides. You see, if my wife to be best friend. First of all, you can't even be best friend from time you've touched my girl. You can't be best friend. Where? You're not even like a bridging. That's a phone bridging. Man saying best friend. So best friend means that you link up from time to time. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You still do stuff. No. That's madness to me. You and at our wedding because me. So you say you're not having your girl your girl can't have no male best friend. Is that the point? Not that she's had history with. Okay.
Because do you know what it is?
I heard that.
Like, you see how like when we spoke about on the episode "Are Men Insecure?" and you hit the nail on the head when you said women can be more friends more than man can be friends.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So off of the strength of that, so then that means that basically it's either one of two things. Either she's friend zoned him, but at any moment she calls him and said, "Yo, listen, I want to try run something again." He's definitely forwarded. From time it's that energy there, it's cool. Who friend zoned who? Did he friend zone you, or did she, or did
was it
the other way around? Because then if he's friend zoned you, I need to know what's going on. Because if a man don't want you, and I think my girl's is proper stuff, and he don't want you, what's going on? Because now alarm bells are ringing, and you might even call it paranoia, but that's one thing that definitely can't run. So you're trying to tell me you've done something with your best friend however many years ago, and you think you're just gonna forward to man's wedding like it's nothing.
So
especially if you've ever paraded or berated me for me ever having female friends that I've done things with.
Definitely.
There's
100%.
There's no room for any of that. That definitely can't run over here. So I mean, big up to homegirl that could and shout out to the husband that said, you know what, it might have been history, but certain things
big up,
can't
big up to the husband still. But sometimes, it's
history matters for me.
Yeah, it's a thin line. It's a thin line when you come there, innit? Because sometimes the husband, he's being cool, innit? But sometimes when you get too cool, you lose.
And that's the problem now. Because then it's like, big up.
You won't even notice when it's getting back more than French because you're too cool. But
Shout out my brethren D, it's a girl. We had a conversation and she spoke up about, like, there was and I'm paraphrasing here, but where if she's got like a so-called brethren, it don't matter because now she knows that's her genuine brethren, and he lives down the road, for example, she'll rock up that his yard maybe like coming like 11, 12s at night. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe to just light up one, whatever. And I said to her, like, you know that's mad if you got a man though, because why you even at man them's yard at them time? Man don't even have no rave, no nothing. You just want to go check my man like that. You know what I'm saying?
But she ain't got a man, or she got a man?
No, but at the time she did, and we were talking about in scenario that if you're in a situation where she did have a man, she don't feel like her man should ever dictate what her and her brethren's friendship is like. Okay, do you know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, the man ain't got no say, basically.
Yeah.
She's dictating everything. She's wearing the pants.
No, but that's basically what it is, isn't it? Like she's running things, and I'm trying to explain to her. I said, listen, it don't matter whether you done things with your brethren or not. There's sociable times and there's unsociable times. Because if I rocked up to a gal's yard 2-3 in the morning and said, man, just gonna bun one with homegirl and that at 2, so you didn't do nothing the whole of the first 12 hours of the day. You decided at 2 o'clock in the morning that was the time to just go around homegirl's yard and what?
Everyone knows what hours those hours are.
This is what I'm saying. But her stance is, no, I don't see nothing wrong with that, because if you're my brethren, and then she tried to do that one, but you're my brethren though. So I said, but to be fair, you got your man, why would you even be at my yard at that time? Because I know I'm not comfortable with gal being at my yard. If I'm definitely, and you got a man, I don't want to be involved in no problems with you and your situation.
Because if I'm at your house anyway at 2 a.m. and your man phones, are you gonna say, I'm just you're gonna say, I'm just, how's your man gonna be cool?
This is it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all he's hearing is just my name. Now I could have not even met Donny. But he's thinking, Toes.
He knows how man he knows how man thinks.
He's definitely in the back of his head he's thinking,
hold on.
Like, who's this Toes you? Let me see his picture. Where's he from though? You know, bare questions. Yeah,
definitely.
Now when I buck up in the rave and to see your man, it's like, right, that what you just hanging around my girl, yeah? I'm not trying to get in the middle of that. That's all madness. So for me personally, I just like to try to avoid all situations at all costs. So like you said, for homeboy, that was I don't know whether, because she didn't say whether the homeboy was cool with his missus to be or his wife to be was cool with bringing homeboy, but for me, a man can say he's cool until he's not cool, innit?
That's what it is. People try to be cool in it until to this
until
its peak. Like, wow, I've been there.
But big up freestyle pod, bigger up. Do you know what I'm saying? I think definitely. For me personally, it's mad. I don't.
But some people say you're just the man's just being insecure and etc.
But see, that's always the goal too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man's always insecure.
Men are too insecure. Like the women, that's what women say. Like, what's wrong with you? You're insecure.
And bear that madness. Do you know what I'm saying? But speaking of madness, did you see the TL about the woman who found out that her husband's niece is actually his daughter?
No,
never. You didn't see that one? You didn't see that one? You see that? No. I can't believe the man them ain't even seen this. I have to expose this one.
His niece was his daughter.
Yeah, so this time, she's thinking that this is his niece. The whole time, it was man's daughter and that. You get me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and no, but when I mean she's blowing him up on the Insta, I can't believe you, man. Wait.
Hello guys, I'm the lady in that video. I'm just making this video to tell everyone that I'm alright and everyone is alright. The children are fine. Choma is fine, Chizaram is fine. The police came and we sorted it out. They only asked that he leaves the house for now. That he leaves the house for now. And yeah.
So I feel the pain.
That's what matters now.
I feel the pain. I don't. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see it.
I see her. That look she gave the niece.
Yeah. Huh? No. She does, but like she's like it's mad. I'm gonna show you. Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But the maddest thing is. But the maddest thing is though, but here's my thing though, yeah? It's mad seeing that the whole, like, passing off your niece, saying your daughter is your niece is mental itself, because you've got to think, like, how long was you going to try to upkeep that lie? Was you just going to...
That's crazy.
Was you just going to just run with that forever until it got to the point where...
Yeah, and how would the woman not know, like, hit me, who's the mum, like? You know them ones there?
Do you know what I'm saying?
She must have seen her mum, no?
But then, do you know what? At the same time...
How was it his niece?
No, but at the same time, this is why, and you see that level of hurt is similar to the hurt that men feel when they find out that their child is not theirs. Like, because that level of knowing...
I think the pain when the man finds out a child is not his, I think must be worse than that.
You reckon?
Yeah,
you think?
I think because it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same, but you think that's actually your blood, innit? You're looking after that. That's your you, innit?
Yeah.
To find out that's not your you after maybe, that's crazy. Like that's to her thinking that's his niece and then find out that his daughter. I think it's more extreme to find out that the you that you think is yours is not yours after bringing it up, bringing it round everywhere. Yeah. But definitely no, it's in the same. But
because finding out, do you know what it is?
I feel the pain. It's definitely painful.
Because
still.
Part of the question is that for her it might be like, do you know what? All right, I might have joined your family because obviously it's your daughter. It's not her daughter. And it's like, all right, you come to this situation. You've probably treated this daughter like it's your daughter. You've done that absolute. Like you treated her like it's family, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, niece, done bare things, and you're thinking, sometimes when you might have that niece, like, right, you're always over here, but do you know what? It's alright. Like, no one's there. It's like everyone's gone home, but you're still here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
deception and runs deep.
Yeah, the deception. So I'm thinking bare things. It's like, okay, cool, it's all right. You're still family. And then now I'm finding out it's your daughter. So now it's your trigger to bare things. It's like, okay, so now I know why you was over here. Now I know why he's over there spending bare time with you and doing bare things. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, that level of, that's why I was just saying that the level of deceit. Like, because for however long he's kept that live for, do you know what I'm saying? That's why I thought like similarities, do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, you lot are parents, innit? I ain't got a child yet.
Really, I was just thinking, why would he even need to lie in the first place?
Yeah,
really, you know them ones there. If it was before he even got married with her, you know them ones there, like
true.
A bit, like, obviously,
unless it was during. Their team.
That's what I'm saying. If it's during there, that's even deeper. So I can feel the pain. But yeah, I was thinking, why would he even need to hide that?
Yeah. So do you know what? Listen, big up, sis. Hopefully she gets through that. Obviously,
I'm sure she'll get through. I'm sure they can overcome that for their marriage. They should be able to.
No, but quick question, man, them though. But like, let's just say that that's his yard. Yeah. Like, a man says, get out, like, is man really getting out of the yard, man?
We'll say that again, if that's his yard.
If that house is it, because remember, he's been told to leave the house.
Yeah, it's only for a couple of hours.
Yeah, a couple of hours. But if that's your yard, are you really leaving your yard, though?
Yeah, we're coming back. You got to come back in a couple of hours, innit? And then it's up to her, innit?
No, I hear it. I'm just saying, devil's advocate, innit? Devil's advocate.
Yeah, just accept your responsibility, what you've done, innit? You've been deceitful, innit? So you can give her that space, innit? But in the evening, you got to sit down and have that talk. If she ain't happy, then she got to go.
No, because I've seen like certain situations where the man, not even this situation, where a man's cheated and the girl say, get out of the house, and I'm thinking, hold on, but this is my yard. Like, you could have left this yard a long time ago, do you know what I'm saying? But you know, you say you've patterned the house a certain way in it because they said girl make the home and whatnot.
Make the home there. So really, they feel it's their house.
You think it's your house, but it's like, this is really my yard though. Like you got sis yards.
What you say? The locks have changed on your own yard.
Of my own yard, you know, bare different things, and that's why I think it's unfair. Yeah, when like certain things like that. Now the woman takes the kids, takes the things, you take the house, bare different things. Do you know what I'm saying? And man, them just left like even with that. Who's that? Actually, before we get into that, I forgot to even introduce the drinks. Actually, do you know what? Big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch. Do you know what I'm saying? That's actually been rocking with Straight Out the Box podcast. Do you know what I'm saying? They've been rocking with us for a minute. Shout out to my 2 previous guests. The drinks wasn't available then, do you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, but I will pattern them something, do you know what I mean, just because, you know what I'm saying, just for showing love for the podcast. But obviously we got Jewel Isle Rum Punch. It's a black-owned business, a North London brand, do you know what I'm saying, so shout them out each and every time. We've got the tropical lemon and lime and pineapple and ginger, do you know what I'm saying. What when you feeling, bro?
I think last time I was on the show I had the pineapple.
Yeah, I think it was pineapple and ginger. Was the last one.
So let me try the other one.
What one? You got lemon and lime or the tropical?
How many flavors is there?
There's 3. Yeah.
Okay. Say that there's fruit punch.
There's tropical and
what's that third
lemon
one?
And lime.
Lemon and lime.
Yeah.
Let me try lemon and lime.
Yo, my guy.
Yo, what's up?
Not much, man. I'm just at the studio, you know, just sorting some bits. What are you telling me?
Nothing much. Watching the game. Having a bud.
Alright.
Yo, who's that?
Yo, hey, pick up the phone.
Hello?
What's up? Yo, where's Jay?
Yo, Jay!
Yo! What are you telling me?
Let me rent a camera and some lights.
Big them up each and every time.
Big up.
Do you know what I'm saying? They've been rocking with man for a little while. You know what I mean? So you get me, family there, man, family ties. You know what I'm saying? Love, broski.
Love, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since ever since the move, but I haven't sipped one of these in a little minute. You need to make sure you shake it as well. You know what I'm saying? You got opener. Good. Oh yeah. No, I'm saying for mine. Yeah. You got it.
Not for that though.
Yeah. Come on. Well, what was I saying again?
We was talking about the women and leaving the house or the houses.
Oh yes. So for me, yeah, I don't know. You see, like with just even celebrities, like even let's look at celebrities when they break up like a marriage has been broken, sorry, and like women getting half. I don't believe in women necessarily getting half if you ain't built with man. That's just my personal opinion. I think if you're somebody that's I've met in, let's say, the last couple of years, like what's the longest Kim Kardashian's marriages ever? Like, do you know what I'm saying? She's chopped and changed between bare different.
Yeah, she keeps it moving.
She keeps it stepping. Do you know what I'm saying? But in situations where you've only put a year or 2 years or 3 years and you ain't built nothing with me and I'm already set, I don't believe in you lot taking half. If I'm keeping it 100.
No, I hear you, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? So what if I've got my own? You're taking half my yard.
100%. But you know, I think that no, what you're saying is right, innit? But men are too nice when they're getting married, innit? So they won't ask for a prenup. You know, them ones there.
Yeah, I think it's
that's what it is. Because they don't. Because if you ask your woman for a prenup, she's looking.
She's looking
when
at
everything's
you sideways.
good. When everything's blessed, she's looking at you sideways like what?
And then what's the twang? What you think I'm with you because you got this, that, and the other one, and it's like it's the biggest twang as well.
So if that's the case, then the prenup shouldn't be a problem, innit?
And that's why I'm rating. Who was it? Was it the footballer? That he put everything in his mum's name.
Hakimi.
Yo, big up that brother there, you know. Yeah? I rate that, cause now you thinking you're gonna just style, man.
I hear you, but
I just think you're walking away with bread. Yeah. Think you're gonna walk away with bread? Nah,
no, definitely.
Well, I'm rating that more, you know.
So what you say? They should. What about if they got kids and that with them?
Then do you know what? I definitely anything that'll go to my kids. So how old are my kids?
But I guess they're gonna get child support anyway, no? Regardless, no?
And see, I think that's a bitch in itself though. Because you see, even like child support, and this is my honest opinion, yeah, on child support. I think it needs to be governed a whole lot better. And what I mean by govern a whole lot better is actually like looking into what a lot of these mothers are actually spending these things on. Because I think as a father, if you're paying for their nappies, school uniform, their extracurricular activities, and maybe you might contribute to a little food shopping, if you will. Yeah. What else does the mother need after that? Respectfully, like that's what I'm really intrigued to know. Like, what else does the mother need after that? If you're taking care of all the other bits,
some women might say they need to get their hair done and their nails done because without them having their hair done and their nails done, they don't feel good within themselves. And if they don't feel good within themselves, it's going to affect your kids, and you should be concerned about your kids and the well-being of your mother. So without my hair done, if my hair's not looking good, I don't feel good within inside, and it's going to affect the kids. I'm going to pass that energy.
And I think that's what's fucked up, because then realistically, I don't know, and this is what I'm saying, there's no shame in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how you don't feel shame. Like, the money that you're getting for CSA, you're using it to get your hair and nails done, but it's got nothing to do with the youths. Do you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're even rude. Furthermore, you want to get your nails and hair done, and you want to stop man from being around man's youth. That's madness to me.
Yeah, that's mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't get that mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, I'm not even to blow him up, yeah. But in my workplace, we get letters, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, sometimes we need to open up the letters for it to be directed to where it needs to go. So, you know, open up and I just see like child maintenance. I just see that big heading. So obviously, naturally inquisitive as I do, I just look down. Yeah? I see the brother that I know. Cool. I ain't even told him I've seen this. Yeah? I ain't even told him I've seen this. Blood, when I saw 1100.
Where's this at your work?
Yeah, it's at my workplace.
Are you allowed to be disclosing this?
No, but I have to. No, but I ain't disclosed who it is. I just disclose what I've seen, innit?
Oh, you have to go look through it anyway.
Yeah, I have to because
cool.
anything that comes to our office will have like our names, our individual names in it.
Open it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool.
And then I'm tasked with having to open it.
Cool. Say nothing.
Right.
All right, cool.
When I saw 1100 in CSA, yeah, I'm saying, what type of job is this brother doing that I'm not doing? That he's getting charged 1100 in CSA.
Mad.
And that's madness. And I said, think about what's
the period though? 1100 for what period?
No, a month.
A month.
How many kids you got?
A month.
I don't even know that much. I'm just seeing 11.
Yeah, that's peak. That's peak.
1100.
That's peak, boy.
Yeah, because I'm thinking 1100. So what does the child need?
Yeah, for real.
In that
depends
bracket,
how many
the
youths is there? Can't be one youth. Can't be one youth.
I hope it's not one youth because if it's one youth, that's mental. And then do you say where he lives? He lives in them posh sides, them Chelsea, Kensington sides.
Okay,
and
well,
whatnot,
maybe he's making that money then, innit? If he lives in Chelsea and them sides, so maybe he's making
for one youth, because I see certain man getting stung for like a 5 bills, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking, raw. Like after you've paid, like, all right, cool. I'm just assuming here, as I said, like for those of your parents, you lot can educate me, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But after like school uniform, what were we talking? What's the average on school uniform, you man? What 100, couple hundred?
Yeah, a couple hundred.
Couple few bills, man.
Yeah,
It gets expensive still.
It does get expensive still. Shoes and all that.
If you guys are earning quite a certain amount, then you've got like school dinners. What's that looking like?
Easy 5, 10, £20 a week.
20 pounds. So let's call that a bill, yeah. So let's say a few bills. Let's say 300 for the uniform or bill. So that's 400 there, yeah. Then what else? Extracurricular activities. What's the average on extracurricular activities? What, extra £100, £200? So
what's that? School trips?
Yeah.
That could go to
Depends. Over what period though? Because some months it's gonna be less than on the average, say 100.
An average
100.
So we've got from 3 to 1. That's 4. Let's call it 2 bills. Yeah, that's 6. Man's got 1100. So where's that 5 going?
Right.
Yeah. But then this is what I'm saying. But then my thing is, if her rent is already being paid and is already being covered by her, and she's covering her council tax and covering her gas and her whatever, and he's still giving you, why are you throwing man on CSA? Respectfully, because if I can cover all of those things that you're saying, why are you throwing me on CSA? I don't understand that play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, majority of people that get thrown on CSA is usually due to issues, no? Yeah, when they get into a little.
Or it could be in the women's defense because they can't deal with a man like that.
Yeah. But then, do you think there's a valid reason other than if you're? My thing is, if you're an active father, especially if you're an active father, I don't think you should get put on CSA if you're an active father.
No, you shouldn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of active fathers that we all know, and do you know what I'm saying, that are really doing their thing. I don't think there's a valid reason apart from if he's not gonna be there. All right. Do you know what?
But we should give thanks though, because in UK it's alright. Because if you're in America now, you'd be getting put in jail for that. for not
for real.
Keeping up with them payments.
There's big facts. There's big facts.
And that's a madness in itself. How are you going to put the dad in jail so he can't even see the youth no more because he can't provide?
That's
kind of contradiction is that?
Is that like you really hate man and really trying to say. But then do you know what? Speaking of which, with about putting man in jail, not even man in jail, but man just being away from their youth. Do you think there's an active reason why a woman should keep their child away from the father? Like a valid reason.
A valid reason. Yeah.
Potentially violence.
Violence. Yeah. But then
what's that violence against who?
That's what I was just about to say.
I think violence against
character, bro. Full stop.
Yeah.
To be fair, bro.
You don't want the kid to
catch on to it.
Pick up.
I hear that. But then you see in a scenario where, I don't know, John and Stacey, for example. John's always been violent to Stacey, but he was never violent to her in front of the kids. He's never raised a hand in front of their kids. They've just done their isms and schisms behind
So the
closed
kids
doors.
never picked up on none of these.
Kids has never picked up on nothing. But now she's saying like, rah, do you know what? I'm not even really trying to... yeah.
There's a borderline, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a thin line, but yeah, they have to make arrangements, then, innit? Where you just have to take the kids, innit? And she should be cool with that, no?
It's like mediation, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then I've always had the question of like, why do they say it's my child until it's your child? It's my child until it's your child. It's your child when I need CSA payments.
But don't you think like, I don't think, you see nowadays, you see fathers, like, I don't feel like they, like, if you're doing everything right, I don't think they'll put you on CSA.
Hundreds.
Like, for example, when they tell you, oh, you can't see your kid.
Right.
Like, take her to court then, innit?
That's facts.
If she's stopping you from seeing your kid, take her to court.
That's big facts.
No, 100%. No, it's true because some man don't make the effort to actually go through the procedures to go through. I know it is.
And I was just about to say that.
It's expensive and then it's long. It's all headache, back and forth. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's your child. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know, but I do know some man be like, forget it. When they're 16, they can come to me. And I explain it.
No, but do you know what? Let's address that because do you know what? Each of us know a man like that.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
And as his brethren, what do you say to that?
Like,
got to do better.
Yeah, you got to do better, man. Because you have to. You have to do better, man.
You have to do better, but I understand the frustration. I do understand their frustration going to solicitors, and from a man anyway. Kind of the courts are kind of on the women's side anyway, innit?
Yeah.
Unless she's like proper, like going through stuff, maybe drinking or something where it's
it's abuse.
They've got like evidence of that.
Yeah,
a lot of time it's a hard fight, but you still have to fight, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I say. You can't like. There's no excuse for not fighting. You know what them was there.
The courts ain't gonna say unless you're violent.
Yeah.
Courts ain't gonna really say, oh no, you can't see. He's got the kids. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's gonna mediate. Down the middle. You know what I'm trying to say. So I feel just take her to court.
No.
Do you know what? Might be a long process and headache, and I know you don't want to deal with the solicitors, but it's your you at the end of the day, innit?
Hey, what? Do you get free legal aid for that?
No, that's
the one time
so that's it as well.
Bro, you can get arrested and get free legal aid, but you can't get free legal aid. But you see how fucked up this system is?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it's madness.
They don't care about you.
Like, it's madness.
It is madness still.
See, this is what
they don't mind your youth being effed up. They want your youth effed up in the system. Send them jail. That's money. That's money going through the system.
Yeah, no, for real.
You know them ones there.
But then speaking of courts, I was actually definitely wanted to touch on this though. Still, pause. But do you think that every man should do mandatory DNA testing?
Every man? I can't say every man. No, it depends on your scenario, innit? Yeah. If you feel that you need to, then you do it. Sometimes you don't need. Sometimes you don't need to. And sometimes people think they don't need to, but they do. See, so
that's what I'm saying. It's a catch-22 because you know what it is.
Until years later, 15 years later.
No, because you know what? I've seen the ones here, like okay, is that your daughter or is that your son? No, I don't really look like you though. Still. And they don't even really look like the mother still. So if that's the mother, clearly it's got dad's G's. There ain't no dad's G's in there. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a thing of, all right, cool. It's what when you're in doubt, then go for it. Because even trusted relationships are coming up with children not being the fathers and whatnot.
Talk. But do you say as a friend, do you tell if your friend's got you and you kind of suspect that there's kind of telltale signs that kind of saying that, boy, I'm not actually, and you've got other usually you can see it. Do you tell your friend and bring it up like on a sit down, or do you just leave it like and be like, you know what? Or you might just say a little couple, man, I hear that.
Do you know what?
From the rest.
There's a few factors here. First of all, I need to know who's the mother. Yeah, and I'll tell you why I start off with the mother first, because I need to know is it one of them the mothers that was moving loose, or is this because you got them active ones where a man slipped up? Maybe it could have been a holiday one. She's come back and said it's
just see if it's a proper wifey, mum, or if it's
just a thing that you're just doing a thing with. If it's wifey, nah, and the youth still not looking like, but all your other youths is looking like you. Nah, I might have to be a little whisper still.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, but it won't be a thing. It'll be like, bro, do you know what? Your other ones got all your like, bro.
I say that because it could be a touchy subject, innit? Like, you know,
it can, but then it also
man could like kind of.
It also depends on the friend and if the person that you're calling your friend, because then if he's really your brethren, he should know not to take what you're saying.
Yeah, personally.
Personally,
even though it is personal.
Even though it is personal, but you're not saying it like I'm trying to attack you or jab at you, innit? Like Red said, do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it out of love. It's not trying to get one over you. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
But it also depends on how you address your brethren. But it also depends on the friendship. Do you know what I'm saying? Certain people just need to be told straight though. I do believe that. Like, nah, bro. Just for your own. Just because it's one thing if let's say we're all brethren in here.
Yeah.
You told me, nah, do you know what? Yeah, your child's not Then everyone's saying it, but nah, am I just gonna fight it? Nah, because if we're all brethren and all of you have told me,
no, definitely.
I've got to question it now.
No, 100. No, real talk.
I've got to question it now.
How many bridges does it take though?
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, do you know what? It takes the one for me because I'm already because I'm a man that questions bare things.
Some people might just palm it off like, no, man, no, it's like my great granddad had.
You said the Jesus reaching back from there.
Let me show you
so it just depends on the dynamic of that relationship and then your relationship with the woman, because there's some people that can be like a holiday bee. You had a holiday fling and now it's come back pregnant. I'm saying, yo man, them DNA straight away, because you don't know this one from anywhere and it's just coming back and telling you bare things. If it's wifey, then it's a bit more of a subtle conversation, isn't it?
Definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not to say that your girl's out there, but bro, just
obviously some more emotions behind it, for the man you get.
Because we're never ever gonna.
It's heartbreaking.
Because we're never gonna be in a situation to say that that's not there, that child's mother.
100%. But what I would say is that majority of the time when it comes out later in time, there's always those people that was around you that kind of thought that kind of had a suspicion. From way back again, and now it's come out later. The people are like, boy, I always kind of.
and I told you when it's the sly ones, it's when it's like either your mum or your auntie, or your sister. Be like, they really put whispers in your ear.
Always say, the aunties and that will always say that. You boy,
from there you just withholding information. You just thinking, I said, huh? See, just holding it in, just thinking bare things. And you know when like sometimes you see the baby, and like you might have like your mum and your aunt, it might be cool. So mom's just giving the side eye, like just they're singing and they're conversating through the eyes, innit? But not saying nothing. That's the ones that hurt, like, because you're thinking raw. Like, everyone's been, I'm just there, that just been the man that's just the simp, just sitting there taking care of this you, and it's not mine. But then if you're finding out that you is not yours later on, let's say 5, 6, then do you stop being a father?
It's a touchy one, isn't it?
Sticky one.
Because you have built up a bond with the kid. I think it's kind of
because can you fault a man that walks away? Can you fault a man that says, do you know what?
No, I can't. Like
because that's you constantly remind me of something that's what it was.
I hear you as well, but depends, innit? If you're not, say if you and kind of the girl kind of just broken up and it's just gone kind of tits up.
Yeah.
For you to stay, that's boy. There's some man that's got their own youths and they're in a family dynamic, and the family dynamic breaks up and they don't even really see their youth no more. And that's the actual blood youth.
For real.
You know them ones there.
See, it's a tough one, because I even had this conversations and they said, no, like you've raised that you, and that you picks up from you, so for you to just up and go, he feels that would be bad mind, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? On the youth, especially if you've established a connection.
On the youth, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think that it's wicked on a woman to put a youth on a man that you wanted it to be rather than the man it is supposed to be.
100%, man. If you ask me, if the man wants to do that, he can. But really, it comes down to the woman, innit? Like, you was being a snake, innit? And you really should have been considerate for the youth, you know. And then once that, you've been kind of selfish for your own self, innit? What you need and what's gonna make your life good, innit? But you just you kind of disregarded the youth's feelings and the future, looking into the future, especially if you know, there's some girls that actually know from the jump, them ones there, and but they just go with the flow and they see the side.
Can CSA backdate you? So if no, because I just want to know, like, what? So if I found out today that I've got a 6-year-old youth, and now she's trying to put me on CSA, what, can they get backdated for the 6 years?
No.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no.
Why?
For the girl,
get your bread back because you've been paying for you that isn't yours.
Yeah.
You should be able to. Yeah, it should.
You say you're the dad and you have to pay CSA.
Yeah, you've been paying CSA for you that isn't yours.
No. Two ways. How you answered it was correct. I'm saying if I've got the call today, so the guy's already found out the youth's not his, the youth's mine. Okay. And I've got the call, said, all right, cool. Do you know what? I thought it was such and such.
I hear you,
and now I'm the dad, and she's trying to put me on CSA, but I'm an RN because this is bare madness.
Nah, I don't think so.
Do CSA now have to holler me for the 6 years that I haven't paid?
Nah, I don't think so. No, because that goes through the process. But the person that has been paying, I think he should need to get back. I don't know if they will.
They have to your names on the birth certificate.
Well, they have to do DNA though.
But sometimes no.
Like they have to know that you lot are blood.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Is that not mandatory?
Is it mandatory?
It's not mandatory because
I'm not sure if it's mandatory.
Birth certificate.
Then that's the
for real.
That's the official document.
And people can put someone on the birth certificate that ain't really their blood.
Yeah, that's true. So if I don't get no reimbursement, for the 6 years,
say it's war.
No, because you got to think about it, and this is why
I do the maths.
Yeah. Listen, 1,100 a month. A month. Wait. Now back to this 1,100. So wait, 11, 12. Wait, 12 close to 140. So what? That's what. Oh, I have to do this math.
Like 12 bags, 20 bags a year.
Yeah.
Over 6 years.
No, you're taking the piss.
Yeah,
that's a mortgage, blood.
Yeah, that's a mortgage.
No, that's a mortgage. So you're trying to tell me I ain't getting none of that bread back, and that's why the system's fucked. And so I understand why a man them try to get out of the way of trying to pay bread back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because 13 bags, then for 6 years.
That's like 70k per upwards.
Bro, do you know what a man can do for 70k?
Yeah,
and you gotta think the amount of jobs you had to pick up.
No.
You know the ones there? The overtime, there's 2 jobs, and the average man ain't even earning 70k.
Yeah, come on.
So I've had to pick up 2 jobs. Yeah, restless nights, and still do. No. I believe any person whose DNA has found out that you're not the father, they need to earn their money back. Because if you can give out tax rebates, I'm sure.
If you get that money back though, you're up.
Where's the money coming back from?
The government.
Yeah.
The woman's being paid.
No.
It's the woman that was the money.
It's a woman, They might take it out the woman, what they're paying a woman or something.
Like a
little bit by.
Give it to them.
Yeah.
Paying it off slowly.
Yeah. That's what we need to do. Government throw down the check and then she pay you lot back. Same way I'm not even paying directly to her. I'm paying to you lot. For you lot to break off the peas for homegirl. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So respectfully, man needs that bread back. And then at the same time, to be fair, are you really going to get that bread back? Because she's on benefits as well herself. It's madness.
The government will probably give it back to you, and then obviously they'll just take it off her.
Take it off her slowly.
Slowly.
For real. If they do, they should.
Yeah.
Once the decision's made, they should really just give you a lump sum straight back, and then they should do.
But waiting for the government to part ways with peas, they'll probably be taxed just to know. But you're getting 70 back. They're taxing you, bro. To know even they tax you when you're dead,
They're taxing that.
They tax you when you're dead, so there's no way this is gonna be tax-free bread. Man's getting inheritance tax when someone goes, bare taxes. So it
shouldn't really be taxed because it's really tax money already that they're getting it from already. Because from your paycheck's been taxed already, and then they take that from it now.
No, but then speaking of tax, If you pay road tax, I don't see why you got to pay for fucking Blackwall Tunnel and Silver Tunnel. You already pay fucking road tax, bro. How much tax does man need to pay in order to just move around? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So for me personally, the government ain't gonna part ways, and if they part ways with their bread, they're gonna try to find any isms and schisms just to find out why you don't earn this 70k.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? You might have not been living righteously. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a is it Lowell? A Lowell debt plan from like early 2000s. Is that right? You missed out on a a payment plan that you was due. We need that back as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's madness, bro.
It's mad.
But no,
Right,
do you know what?
Do you think that should the say if a woman lies,
Yeah.
but they knowingly lie, do you think they should be persecuted?
Knowingly lie about what though?
That's not the youth.
Oh yeah,
that's not the father for the youth.
No, it's got to be a crime because
With emotions and
it's remember it's defamation of character number one, and then number two you've also like it's fraud. It's basically fraud. If you really deep it, it's actually fraud. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually fraud.
It's actually
so
fraud,
if a man can
100%.
go jail off of fraud, I don't want nobody to go
it's
jail.
fraud that you won't never be able to prove because she'll just say, "What do you mean? I never knew." innit? She'll never admit it, will she? Even she's done it out of her emotions in the back of her head. She might be like, "Yeah, I know, fuck. I know, fuck my man.
Let me
That's
put it
probably
in this
his you."
terms, Let me put it in this terms. Yeah, let's put it, let's say the streets. If somebody handed me a bag and I'm rolling with it and it's got a key of budge in there and I'm rolling and police stop me and I said, "Oh, I didn't know that this was in there." I'm still liable for it because it's in my vehicle. I can't say then, "No, do you know what? I didn't even know, officer. Like, please blind me." Do you know what I'm saying? So all of that I don't know must go out the window.
Possibly. If you say that, I've never checked that bag. Susan put it in my bag.
So,
and you're already phone Susan. Susan, what the? Susan,
and right let's get to the station. There's wherever. Do you know what I'm saying? So so this is what I'm saying. So
it's just like your suitcase at the airport where they always ask you, "Has anyone tampered with you?"
But then this is what I'm saying. But so for her to say I don't know is and they just believe that is reckless because to be fair, women control access to sex, so you know who you should know. You should be responsible about what you do with your body as a grown. Exactly. So as a grown person, you should know who you let enter your body and who you deal with and who you lay down with.
100%.
If you're trying to tell me that, that's basically recklessness endangerment. Because if I jump in a car and knowing that I've been drinking this and whatnot, then I'm endangering someone's life because there's potential here, innit?
Definitely.
So no, women should be persecuted. Fuck that. Yeah, because I'm tired of some women getting off scot-free. Do you know what I'm saying? Or having the law, it's the way the government set it up, innit? The government set it up. So it's not like these women saying, "Yeah, do you know what? But the government is set it up for the women to have an advantage.
They got the power.
And there's not many women that's trying to fight against that.
So what you saying that for the abortion thing, what it should be 50-50?
How do you mean? 50-50?
Decision.
Yeah. But then, do you know what? It will never be a 50-50. Like, for me personally, and I was having this conversation the other week. So, me personally, you see with abortion, it should be 2 yeses. If there's a 1 yes and a 1 no, you should still terminate the baby. Personally. And I told you why. Because if I as the man want the child, but you as the woman don't want the child,
you can't you can't say nothing because
I can't say nothing.
you can't make the woman.
It's her body now, isn't it? But now I don't want it, and she wants the you. Now it's still her body. So do you know what I'm saying? So either way, it's her choice. But I think it has to be. I think it needs to be 2 decisions. Yeah. And I'm just only talking about for the people that want the abortion. I'm not talking about this is me personally what it is. I'm just saying unless there's like a genuine no or a genuine yes. Say, because if I'm telling you as the man that might have slipped up and said, "Raj, you know what, I don't even want this shit, but you want to keep the you," to be fair, respectfully, if I'm saying no and I'm saying, "Do you know what, I don't want no parts of this," why would you want to put yourself through a struggling by yourself?
Yeah, some women are like, "Boy, I just want my you."
You know that you'll come back around later.
Right, now watch this now, yeah? But then let's say I'm the man that don't come back around later. Now what? Now I'm this deadbeat father. I'm bare all of these names that you're calling me, you know? But you're dissing me to the world. I'm all of these names, but I told you in the beginning, and this is what I don't respect about some women. Don't call me all of these names after the fact I told you I was not going to physically be there. Do you understand?
No,
Same way I don't rate the fact of when women say, oh, do you know what? If you didn't want a child, you shouldn't have laid down with me. What kind of bullshit is that? Because at the end of the day, you knew when the man was going in raw.
I hear you.
You understood the situation just as much as me. You also understood that. And do you know what the wickedest thing is? I've never heard a man say, do you know what? If you told him that, do you know what? If you don't put on a condom, we ain't beating, that a man's not gonna find a condom or found something.
They'll run
what man's going to turn down?
They'll run to the corner store.
Man will run, bro. 3-4 in the man will find a 24-hour shot. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if I want this. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I just think that in situations like that, with abortion, I think it needs to be a 50-50. It shouldn't be just...
Yeah, I hear you.
We call it 50-50, but it's 100 to none.
Yeah, I hear you. I would say as well that in those scenarios where a man doesn't want to have it, but the woman's adamant, and she's like, yo, I want my youth, forget you. There shouldn't be they shouldn't be able to take that guy to CSA.
Oh yeah.
And make him have to pay for the youth that from the start. He never.
Do you know what? I think that should be a criteria though. That should be a criteria. Did you want this child?
Some people say, whatever you talking about, he know what he was doing here.
Yeah. I know, but do you know what? I want the comments, and do you know what it is? I want the people's opinion as well. I'm not saying what I'm saying is right. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. So don't shoot down nobody else for my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. You can agree with it or disagree. And if you disagree with it, write it down in the comments and I'll talk about it in the next episode.
That's what would have been nice if the guest was there.
Exactly.
She would have been able to drop from a woman's perspective.
From a woman's perspective. It would have been nice if she was here. But big her up though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on, big her up. But the spirit's there, you get me?
But on that note, obviously, broski, we got to bring the show to a close.
Yeah, come on.
Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, appreciate you coming through, Flashman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Like, come on, man. Part of the Straight Out of the Box family.
Come on,
you know what I mean?
Be back again, you get me?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Anytime, man, you can pull up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll just let you know the dates when I'm recording, 100%. And then whenever you feel like you want to just roll through.
Next time we won't have the ghost in the seat. You get me?
You understand? Casper, you get me? Like, at this point, I gotta talk her like she's really here because I don't like space, like, you know what I'm saying? But no, big her up.
Big up, man.
Hopefully we can make that happen again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just let me know next time if you ain't gonna show. It's fine, innit? It's calm.
Much appreciated, and yeah, man. I hope she's all good though.
Yeah, man. Now big her up. Big her up. Last but not least, before we sign out, man, let them know about your Forward Clothing again with your social media.
Forward Clothing, Instagram Forward Clothing, social media www.forward-clothing.com. Motivational brand, inspiring people to move forward. You get me? Yeah, just a daily reminder to move forward. Everyone's trying to move forward in life, and yeah, that's what it's about, man.
And let them know about the Truth and Bantz as well.
And yeah, everyone go watch the Truth and Bantz podcast. Log in, get me all different subjects. You get me? Just positive Truth and Bantz. Yeah.
That's it. That's all we respect down here, man. Truth and Bantz. And I want a couple of more shout outs. Big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch for sponsoring this episode. Sponsoring the show, basically.
Yeah, man, I like this flavour as well. Big up on the flavour. I swear, you never had this flavour last time I was here.
I've always had all three.
I only remembered.
That's the only one that I usually
remember the
drink.
tropical and the pineapple. I haven't had this one. All right, cool.
Lemon and lime. That's, to be fair, that's my number one flavour still. I like this, lemon and lime. So big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch. Jewel Isle Rum Punch. All one word on Insta, and I'll leave the website in the description. And last but not least, big up AME Hire. Do you know what I'm saying? Check them out on their Instagram at AME Hire. The website link will be in the description box, so big them up if you're interested in podcasting. spot for your video shoots or your video productions, or if you just want to hire out any equipment, then yeah, man, just hit them up. And yeah, man, they got everything patterned for you. Shout out to Mike, shout out to Jack, shout out to Will, shout out to Alex, and shout out to Isaac as well. Until next time, everybody, love and respect, man. Peace. Bless. Yeah, that's me.
Nice.
What did you